2.
Welcome to the People of Dubai podcast with myself, Annie, and my beautiful host, Holly.
Hello.
Hello.
This is a really exciting episode. I think we're going to be exploring and maybe even being up off the seat. I don't know what's going to happen. It's really,
It's going to be magic, and you'll find out.
Let's see. So we are introducing our lovely magician, shall we say, Moein Bastaki. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting me today. I'm really honored and pleased to be here. And I hope it's going to be an interesting episode for the listeners and whoever is watching us on different platforms. If you're listening to us, then make sure that you watch the videos also, because we're going to do some interesting, mysterious things in the studio that you will not want to miss. So,
and he's going to vanish.
Everybody's waiting what's going to come.
I love my mum and my dad and my family, just in case I vanish. No, I'm joking. I know you're going to be kind to us.
I'm very kind, yes. Don't worry about that.
So, for the listeners who don't know Moein, tell us about yourself.
Well, I come from a Bastaki family, Moein Bastaki. Now, if anybody has lived in Dubai for a while, they would know an area by the name of Bastaki. It's by the creek. It's the oldest area in Dubai. It's called Bastaki. So it's interesting when somebody goes, okay, what's your name? I go, Moein Bastaki. Oh, I know Bastaki. I've visited Bastaki. And I'm very proud of that area because that shows how old of a family that we are. I come from a middle class to a poor family. And I think that was maybe one of the reasons it led me to become imaginative and create something for myself that was out of the norm then for me. And Dubai wasn't really rich long ago. I mean, people in Dubai didn't have oil since long ago. They found it in 1950s. And before that, people were going to the sea and they were digging pearls and they were going for fishing. And that was the usual career of somebody that lives in this part of the world. And the story of why I got into the field of magic starts with my grandfather. So in one of his trips to the sea to dig out pearls, he decided what to do with them. So it was happening either or. So either people used to come to Dubai to buy or trade and get the pearls and give them, I don't know, food and other things, or they used to travel to some other countries to exchange them. So in one of his trips to India, to Gujarat specifically, my grandfather was standing in the market there, and there were a group of magicians performing, and they were doing some dangerous tricks. So he was intrigued. He goes like, oh my goodness, I mean, I've not seen this in my part of the world. What's happening? And while he was standing there, and the show was so mesmerizing, at the end of the show, he goes to the leader of that group. He goes, can you teach me some of what you did? They said yes, but then you have to pay us some money or something. So he said no problem. So he gave the payment, and then he learned some of those tricks, came back to Dubai, tried to teach to my dad and my uncle, and they were both not interested. So, and when I was 6, and that was the day that my dad decided to get me some puzzles games, and kids usually, they do love putting the pieces of the puzzles together and create that picture. I hear my grandfather calling my name. So he goes, Moein, and I'm continuing. I was like, okay, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm just doing my puzzles. So he goes, Moein. I go, okay, I have to go to him now. So I go to him. And he goes, watch. And I was standing by the door. He was inside in his room, and he takes a coin. He puts it in his mouth. He brings it out, and it's half bitten. So I go, why this guy is so hungry eating coins today? And I just saw my mom preparing food and lunch was served, but then you're eating coins. So he goes, no, just wait for this. And he takes that coin and shakes it, and the half-bitten coin becomes a full coin.
Wow.
So I run out and I collect like few coins, and I go back to him. I go, can you please change these coins into almost 100 to 200? Because I want to buy that bicycle that I showed by the shop that day. So he goes, no, I can't, because this is a magic coin. So this was the first time my eyes saw a magic trick in a country that magic wasn't really either allowed or performed. Then he started, I was very then intrigued. Then my grandfather became my best friend. And I was sitting by him, and he was teaching me all these tricks that he knew. And at the age of 9, I did perform my first magic show for my family and their friends, which was, well, till date, the worst show that I did, because they knew everything that was happening, because I didn't have that practice. I was a small kid, wasn't doing it really.
You're still learning.
I was definitely, yes. But then my uncle then, his name is Muhammad Najib, he came and he said, this is 5 dirhams for you performing. Keep it on. And every time I see you performing, I'm just going to give you. So that was a little bit of an encouragement. Going back to the old Dubai, now whoever is visiting from any part of the world, they will see Dubai being this glamorous city, Burj Khalifas and the Palm and the new Palm now and other things that's coming up. But they don't know that Dubai had not been this way before, 20 years ago or 30 years ago. So I used to go to school and I used to tell the kids that I know tricks. I'm going to teach you some, you teach me something, we can exchange learning the magical tricks. So I used to learn some more there. So back to the old Dubai. If you've been to the creek side of Dubai, and lots of people that live in Dubai, they don't even know where the creek side of Dubai is. But the creek side of Dubai is very interesting. And that gives you the older side of Dubai. My dad had a shop on the creek. It used to be called then Music Center. And this was the only shop that used to sell and rent Betamax and VHS tapes. Now, if some new listeners are listening to us right now, they wouldn't know what a VHS tape is. You used to watch movies through those tapes. And so my dad used to get the master tape from USA. Let's say there is a new movie that's out for Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator is out. So he used to receive the master tape. We had the library in the house, and he used to record 50 copies of that. And I'm talking about the time before the copyright. And he used to package them and then sell them in the shop or rent them out. And among all these tapes he used to receive the tapes for the TV specials of David Copperfield.
Oh, wow.
So then he used to know that I'm in love with magic. So he used to go, like, this is the David Copperfield tape. Please, we can watch them. So I used to play the David Copperfield tapes, and I used to see David Copperfield is vanishing the Statue of Liberty, or David Copperfield is cutting himself in half, and the reaction of the audience and the stage life, how it was. And I was very mesmerized with what David Copperfield then was doing. And years go by, and I've done my high school now, and I'm okay. I go to my dad and I knock on his door, and he opens the door and he goes like, yes. I go, I know what I'm going to become in my life. I've chosen the career that I'm going to pursue in my life. So in his head, he's thinking maybe he's going to say a lawyer. He's going to say, I don't know, a doctor, yes, an engineer, something, a policeman, anything that a kid might want to wish to become. And I say a magician. So I was standing outside the door, and all of a sudden the door slams on my face like, you go do your education and studies and then talk to me about anything else you want to do. Well, I did do that also. So I went back and I did my master's degrees, and I went back to him and I said, okay, throughout my education, I said, this is my master's degrees. I'm not going to do more than this. You should be proud now because you're happy, and I'm going to do my magic. So, yeah, that was in a summary what.
And you've completely smashed it. I mean, you see your face everywhere. You're on TV, you're on all kind of TikTok, even on an Emirate.
I was going to say, we see you
health and safety
before we go on our luxurious vacation.
Say, what is it when you put your tray tables up and your window blinds up, and then there's you with your magic card.
Yes, it's like, okay, this guy again. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So well, no, I've been working hard because I knew that the art of magic. And I do call it art, and people usually don't know which category to put magic. Is it? And I say magic is similar to drawing, is similar to dancing, is similar to acting. It's just an art. So I knew that the art of magic is a small baby in this part of the world. We don't have any magicians or any known magicians. We've heard of the people outside of the Arab world, being David Copperfield, later on Chris Angel or David Blaine or Darren Brown in UK or Dynamo in UK. But we've not really seen anybody do a good job in the art of magic in this part of the world. So I needed to cherish this art and work really toward making it happen. And that really needed lots of dedication and hard work and an aim and a goal and a vision for me to be able to push it forward. And after 13 years of being on TV and different platforms, now we are actually in a position to want to give back. We are working with Make-A-Wish to bring some of the not really physically well kids' wishes to life. So they want to see a magician and they want to see a magic trick. And I do have my products, which is all over the Arab world, what I then gifted to them, saying you can learn some magic and then make maybe the last few months of your life or years of your life, because those kind of kids are where Make-A-Wish really gets involved to help. You could make it a little bit magical. So anytime Make-A-Wish do have any kind of a gathering or an event, we tend to want to be part of it and give back and try and add some light to the dark maybe tunnel of somebody's life. So that's what we've been lately doing. But before of that,
and it really will.
We're trying.
It's those little things and happiness, and I feel magic is a way to also express yourself like art.
Sure.
And entertain. So
definitely. I mean, but I think wherever you could find your happiness. I mean, some people find their happiness in a music song, or they find it while sitting and watching a movie or a TV series, or visiting a new place in the world, or maybe some magical experience. So we are not saying we are the one and only, but then we are one of these different ways that you could. So I always also encourage parents to teach their kids, to want to have their kids learn magic. And there is a reason behind it. Kids usually, when they go to a new school, and especially if you're a foreigner coming to, say, Dubai, and then you want to take your kids to a school, you will see kids from different nationalities being there. They might have some difficulty into socializing with these other kids. So I tell the parents, teach them one or two tricks, or have them learn them, because once the kid goes to school and he knows some magic tricks, then he becomes the cool kid at the school. And especially if the kids are like between, I don't know, 4 to 9 to 8, they usually like magic. So if you know one or two tricks and you're at school, and that's what I did. I was at school and I was kind of popular because of magic, and I started lots of friends because of that. I wasn't really good into knowing how to make friends with them, but I knew some tricks, and that helped me. And also I encouraged the fathers themselves. I don't know, but mothers, they would if they would like to. Usually ladies that don't tend to want to learn magic, but then to enjoy it. But then the fathers, that's their responsibility to learn some magic, and I'll tell you why. Usually your life becomes very routinic. You go to work, you come home, you watch TV, you sleep, you go to work, you come to work, and then the weekend you do something. So what if you knew some tricks, and you're sitting in a gathering, and you can read somebody's mind, or open somebody's phone, or do something interesting, then you become a little bit more glamorous. Then you become magic-y, and then the routine maybe, or maybe the cool guy. Or if you go and visit some family, and then they have kids. Oh, the cool uncle is coming now. Yeah. Let's ask him to do some tricks for us. So that's something that people could learn. And I think instead of focusing on how negative magic is, and some people do tend to focus on that way, especially in my part of the world, then let's look at the positive side and how we could make magic something that could add to life, to the happiness, to whatever you're doing as a usual routine in your life, and
it can give you confidence by the sounds of it. You know, as you're saying what you're saying, like going to school. And did you find that growing up? Were you constantly asked, like, do a trick?
You know, I used to.
We're about to ask that. Yeah.
I do, but I don't jump into doing a trick.
No.
So what I used to when I was younger. When I was younger, usually I go anywhere and somebody knows that I do some magic, they ask me to do some tricks. And I jump on the opportunity and I just do a trick or two or three, and I just do the whole 1 hour or whatever it comes from it. But now when somebody tells me to do a trick, I like to meet them and for them to know me, and I know them first. Let's meet the people. Let's meet the individual and the core of who they are, and then we could do a trick. I don't mind doing a trick. I don't mind doing any kind of trick they would wish me to do, but let's get to know each other a little bit. I mean, why invite me on a dinner before? I don't know. I mean,
feed me.
It's the way to a man's heart, food.
No, I just don't really jump into doing a trick unless if I'm booked for it, or if I'm somewhere that people expect me to do the trick. And then let's say if I'm sitting right now with you guys. Now,
can I just add before you do this? So the people that can't see is in front of Moein we have some popcorn seeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a really random table of items that I'm really intrigued by.
Playing cards.
Yep, some pencils, some screws. Hopefully he's not going to...
Let's do some stuff. Although I know we have got lots of questions that we need to cover.
But let's see.
We will mix and mingle.
Oh no, we want to. I'm looking at it and I'm like...
So let's do this.
Okay.
So what happened some time ago, we had this pandemic that hit the whole world, yes? And we were not really able to go to the cinemas and watch the movie in the cinemas because of the restrictions. So I was striving the popcorns. The popcorn that you make at home is not as delicious for some reason than the ones that they sell it in the
Right,
cinemas.
it's so true. It's not the same.
You try your best to make it the best and add what kind of butter that you want to the popcorn, but it doesn't become the one that you buy it in the cinemas. So I was missing that. So I used to carry this popcorn seed with me. So I'd like you to open this and pick one if you don't mind.
Of course.
Now we're going to move around, but I'm going to be somehow centered.
Okay, so
there.
I have one popcorn seed in my hand.
One popcorn seed. All right, so
I'm going to hold it in my 2 fingers.
Can you hold it on your palm so maybe the camera can also take that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do, and I'm hoping that you're going to be okay with that, I want you to take that popcorn and just place it on my tongue and nothing else.
On your tongue?
Yeah, and if you don't want to touch my tongue by any reason,
it's okay.
please don't. Yes.
COVID's over now. Right. We're okay. Social distancing. Okay. Okay, I've placed it on your tongue. It's on his tongue. Okay.
He's now... So he's got it in his mouth. It's not on his tongue anymore.
What I'd like you to do, can you bring your finger, please?
My finger?
Yes,
okay.
And touch here.
I'm just going to stand up.
Yep.
Okay, so Annie's touching Anne's cheek.
Oh God, it's popping.
Yeah. Some movement is happening. Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, Can you just put your hand in front of my face, just like that? Thank you.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh my God, what's happening?
So the popcorn seed just came out of his eyeball and onto my hand.
I thought it came out your nose. It came out your eye.
Wow. And I could feel it popping in your mouth.
That's a souvenir. You can keep it in your wallet.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, you should see mine and Annie's face. Do you know what? I think it was something so bizarre. I'm just shocked.
We put it in your mouth and it's come out your eye.
I mean, magicians do weird things in life, so yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for enjoying that trick.
Wow.
That's exciting.
So you mentioned my nose, yes? So let's do something with the nose, yeah? In front of me, I've got a couple of nails.
Okay.
Just want you guys to check if they are really real nails.
Of course.
Not bendable.
Okay, so we've got...
Like they're metal screw nails things, and they are not bendable.
Nope.
Okay.
Sharp. Yeah.
Normal screws.
Yeah, so what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to point toward any. Just point toward any.
This one.
That one, yes?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not doing any switch. I'm just going to be as visible of this nail as possible, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is a real nail.
It is.
And this would be a real skull.
He's tapping his forehead. Oh God. No, I don't know if I can watch this. He's putting the nail up his nose. He's now using his phone to tap through his nose. Oh God. This surely must hurt. He's now poking the screw into his face.
The screw is hanging out of his nostril.
I can't really explain this. He's just got the screw up his nose.
Okay.
He's using Holly's
my finger. Oh no,
he's going to have to push it in. She's pushing it in harder. Nope, it's to show that it's still...
That's the real
straight.
screw.
That's the real screw. He's now pulling it out. Oh God. Sorry, this is... It looks really painful. He's now pulling it out of his nostril. Oh my goodness. So you've just put the screw in your nose, up your nostril.
Fully up your nostril.
This is a souvenir for you.
Holly gets to keep the snotty screw.
Gonna have some weird things on it.
It's okay. I am so shocked.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put it here.
Yeah, of course.
Put it out of
I
the
was
frame
really-
of the camera because it doesn't look interesting what came out with the
Does that hurt?
Well, there in the nose, hitting the skull, I don't know. Yes.
I have to ask this. So, how do you come up with your tricks? Like the fact that you thought of, I can
Put some
pull
popcorn out my eyes.
out my eye. Basically, you cried popcorn. You were crying for popcorn in COVID.
Well, the thing is, I do the variety styles of magic, and to me, the magic that I know that it's gonna add surprise to the people's day is what I tend to want to do. I mean, I could do any kind of a simple card trick or something that a sponge ball or something that we magicians do, and you can make that also look really interesting. But my focus usually is on tricks that kind of creates a memory for somebody. I would want to create some experience. I want them to go from my show talking about what happened, and then in 20 years, if they saw another magician to perform a magic, for them to say, you know what, 20 years ago I saw this magician, he did this wonderful thing. So so that's usually my focus when I create some magic. And of course we've got some small community of magicians. We're not a big community, a very small one. So we exchange ideas all the time. I've got my consultants are based in Barcelona, they're based in USA, they're based in UK. I've got some in India, that we exchange ideas. And if somebody comes to me, like what we are tending to do with Riyadh Air. Riyadh Air is going to be a new airline that's going to be launched very soon in Saudi, yes. They want me to appear on an airplane. So that's what they are wanting me to work on, and me and my team, we are working on creating that illusion for Riyadh Air. I've done a vanishing of Burj Khalifa.
I was going to say, one of the biggest publicity stunts I've seen you do is you made the Burj Khalifa, the tallest tower in the world, disappear.
Yes, and we did it on live TV with Sama Dubai. And that was something that became kind of the talk of the town for a while. And if somebody usually knows me, they go, "You're the one that vanished the Burj Khalifa." So, yeah, I'm also the one that's in the Emirates airline safety video, if you want to know.
A man of many talents. What's one of your favourite tricks?
I tend to want to do the mind reading tricks some more. I like those kind of tricks. Would you know which day you were? Would you know? Just don't say.
Like the actual day I was born.
Do you know
Yes.
that? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yes. So I know. I wouldn't know. I mean, some people they don't know. Some people they do know, and that's very interesting. I didn't really go back and check, but then, if you don't mind, can you just touch your finger with my finger?
Yeah.
Yes, just that. Now we have got 6 days in a week, so it's not really a difficult one to want to know. But then, I think in your head, without doing anything there, I want you to say the days of the week in your head.
Okay.
Please don't give that away, just in your head, yes? So you're counting through those days.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but would I be correct if I said you were born on a Sunday?
Yes, I was born on a Sunday.
Okay.
Oh my God. Wow. Did I emphasize Sunday in my head? Like, how do you know that?
Well,
Sorry, I know I can't get the tricks.
Yeah,
secrets we can't give away, but
tell us all your tricks.
Wow.
But some things we could be good at becoming and doing, and the favorite tricks of mine are not usually the bigger ones, the bigger illusion ones. Sometimes I'm booked on stages to appear the CEOs of the company. And it's a crystal clear glass illusion that I do that all of a sudden I can create or have somebody pop on the stage. Or other things that I do, which is very interesting. I do cut in halves, and I do levitations, and I do appearances, I do disappearances. But the mind reading ones are interesting ones that I feel that I could do. What I'd like you to do, can you clap your hands together? Yes.
Me as
Yes.
well. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you open your both fingers? Can you just open the fingers? Yes.
Oh, open the
Yes.
fingers.
And I
Sorry.
wanted to
Yeah.
close your eyes, and I wanted to both of you guys, if you close your eyes,
Yeah, we've got
and I
our
wanted
eyes
to
closed.
imagine that both of your fingers that are open apart are like really strongest magnets in the world.
Okay.
They're the strongest magnets in the world. They are pulling toward each other, and they're wanting to be with each other. I want you to have that imagination open, and once you have the fingers closed, I want you to just take a deep breath, and it's coming together more and more, and I can see that happening. I can see that closing. Now, I would want you guys to imagine that I have the strongest thread in the world, and I'm tying both of these fingers together tightly and tighter and tighter, and I'm closing it tighter and tighter. I want you to nod your head once you know that you cannot open your fingers from each other. Just nod your head once you know that you cannot open your fingers with each other. Once it's a little bit taking apart, but it's going back to each other, yes? And once you know you can't, just nod your head. Yes?
Okay, I think I'm nodding.
Okay. So it's okay. Now I would want you, the same way that the fingers are attached and are locked and are glued with each other, I want you guys to imagine that your tongue is stuck to the bottom of your mouth.
Okay.
Yes? And nod your head once you know that that's happening. Yes? Okay.
Okay.
Yes? Well, you can't speak, then the tongue is locked to the bottom of your mouth. Yes? Okay. So I'm gonna be
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be asking you to say your name. You will not be able to say it. Not your head once you know that you will not be able to say your name because your tongue is stuck to the bottom. Yes? Okay. What's your name?
And
And yes? You can't. Yes? It's stuck. Yes?
Holly.
Okay. Yes?
Holly.
Okay. Now, what I'd like you guys to
You've
do.
given me a lift, Moein.
I can't move my mouth.
What I'd like you guys to do, I want you to open your eyes. All is well. All is good.
Yeah.
All is fine. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like
Fine.
you to open your hands, and it's going to be working. I want you to
Okay.
take these pieces, and I want you
Okay.
to see. Sorry for that.
So
I
we've
want
got
you to
two
see that
pieces
they
of
are-
tinfoil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's pick one. Let's pick one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Got
one would you like? This point. What you want? This one or this one?
This one.
You want
Okay.
this one?
Yep. We'll let
Yes?
Holly have her one.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I'd like you to open your palm. Now, Dubai was very warm the last few days and weeks. Yes.
Yes.
It sure was.
And you couldn't really step outside. Now, right now, we are sitting somewhere which is very nicely air conditioned. And we are sitting in a very peace. The AC is working and all as well. Yes, I want you to imagine that you are that you are outside. I want you to close your hand. Just put this in your hand.
Yeah.
I want you to imagine that you're in the desert.
Okay.
And I want you to imagine that what's in your hand is getting warmer and getting warmer.
Oh, it's boiling up.
Is it
So
warming?
Holly's got her eyes shut with her.
Is it
with the
warming? Yes.
tinfoil in her
And
hands.
It's hot.
It's hot until you can't really take. You can just throw it on the table once you know that it's really, really hot.
The Dubai summer is in my hands.
Is it in your hand? Yes.
That's the best thing you've ever said.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
Was it?
Yeah. Feel my palm. Feel my palm.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Holly
Play
just,
mind tricks. I feel like you're in my head. You're in my head.
Holly just had the summer in your hands.
Yeah.
So these are some of the tricks that we do. Now, I feel that we somehow connected in a different way, and I'll tell you why.
He's looking at me, Annie.
Would you say now, and I think this might be the reason. I'm a Virgo. Are you a Virgo
Yeah, I'm a
too? Okay,
Virgo.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. So that was that. Okay.
Are you tidy? I'm always tidy.
Do you have the date of your birth mentioned somewhere on social media?
No.
No, yes?
No.
Okay. Okay. So you don't have that mentioned on social media, you're saying?
Not my actual date of birth, no. I might have something about how old I am, but not my date of birth.
Okay, I want you to. Can we go back into touching fingers? If you don't mind, yes.
Yeah.
So your date of birth is not mentioned. Can you think of the day of your date of birth?
The day
of your date of birth. Yes. Okay.
We're touching fingers.
Would I be wrong if I said the day was in the beginning part of the month?
Correct.
Correct, yes. Okay. Would it be a one-digit number, I would say?
Correct.
Is it the 5th?
Correct.
Yes, okay. Yeah. So the 5th, let's go to the month. But that's now in the second part of the year rather than the first part of the year, yes?
It's in...
You don't tell me when, but then...
Yes,
Is it okay. Would it be... You know her date of birth.
I sure do.
Yes, okay. She would be really upset if you said you forgot.
This is our last podcast episode.
So 5th of September.
Correct.
And I'm not going to say the year.
Okay.
But I could whisper it in your ears if you want. I'm not going to mention it on podcast if you don't like it.
Oh, I don't mind.
You don't mind?
No.
Okay. Can we go back to touching? Yeah?
Touching fingers.
So 5th of September. So I'm just going to mention the last digit of, yeah?
Yeah.
2 digits. 93.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh my God! Amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
You must be so good at reading people around you.
Well,
Like even their characters. That's what I was thinking when you were doing that. I was like...
Well, you become good at it if you really put the dedication and time to learn this. So what happened when I started doing magic in this part of the world, I saw lots of people doing the visual tricks, like the appearing of a rose, or I don't know, the rabbit appearing and all these things. But nobody was really doing Darren Brown's style of magic. Have you guys heard of Darren Brown?
Yeah,
yes?
absolutely.
So nobody was doing that. So to me, this was a niche market, a focus that I could put on, and with my identity, it looks more right to do that kind of a magic, the mind reading, the psychic reading, than doing the appearing and disappearing of lots of doves and flowers. So if I'm dressed up this way, that could work nicer and better. Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Would you mind giving it to your friend?
Okay, so I'm passing my phone to Holly.
So would you say she knows the passcode to your phone?
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Could you? I'm gonna throw some numbers.
Okay.
Now, does anybody else other than yourself knows the passcode?
My mum, who's in the UK.
Okay. But then nobody is in this room.
No one in the room.
Okay.
Husband?
No.
So let's try and just put the phone down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say I'm gonna see if I could guess. Are you aiming moving house for some reason?
Not
no,
at the
yeah.
moment.
But you're aiming to travel somewhere?
I am travelling somewhere
Yes,
soon.
soon. Yes. Okay. So.
Gonna have to change my password after this.
Well, I could
No,
disguise.
I'm joking.
Disguise
no,
any.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Can you just?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw numbers and I'll see if that's gonna work to open the passcode. Yes. So are you worried?
It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, fine. So this is usually people tell me what is the most dangerous trick that you could do. To me, doing things dangerously to myself is not really dangerous, but then having the access to somebody's phone, that could become dangerous, because that will lead to their social media, that will lead to their bank accounts, that would lead to everything. Yes. So, and I tend to do that just out of doing it for the sake of a trick. and not really to teach people how to do it. So let's go with the first number.
Okay, so I'm on
Okay.
screen.
The first number. Just say yes in case if I'm correct. First number, 5.
Correct.
9.
Correct.
9.
Correct.
3.
We're in. We're in.
Wow, Moein, that's
Right.
incredible. What
You
you
can
gonna do?
crack some safes.
Wow,
That's amazing.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Is it because you're a Virgo? You know my PIN number? I'm joking.
So, yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you. Did it really go through?
Yeah, it
did?
opened.
It did? Okay, okay.
It opened. I was in.
Wow.
I know her password now. Got our contacts. We're in. Annie's life is here.
It did really work. Okay.
I better keep my
I was
phone
surprised
safe now. I'm
myself.
gonna get it stolen. That's amazing, Moein. Wow. And I want to know, obviously, you're always busy with magic, you're busy with your career, but what's your favourite thing to do in Dubai?
No, I think magic, and it's not just Dubai. We have managed to take our magic to the GCC countries, and the demands are unbelievably high. Because the thing is, you could maybe learn a magic or two, but usually the performer or the magician, the magic part of his performance is just 20%. Yes? When you're standing on the stage, the audience is deciding the first 3 seconds if they would want to watch you or continue be busy on their phone. So that is not when you're performing, it's when you're walking on the stage. Yes? When you're standing, the level of confidence you have, the eye contacts to the audience that are sitting and watching you, because to them is, well, I don't think you're more interesting than me being on my phone. I mean, I love my phone. I'm not gonna. I mean, I could leave my kids at home, but I'm not gonna leave my phone. So I mean, that is a challenge these days.
Yeah.
But I think we have brought magic in a very stronger way to this region, trying to present magic to the needs of the people that are booking us for. So we are part of different fields of activities that are happening. We are part of the Formula One. We are part of a food festival week somewhere. We are part of a wedding that's happening or something that's taking place. So people see what we are doing, being involved or being included to what they are doing as an activity, and we can mold to that. So although the one that I really enjoy when I'm on the stage and I'm looking at the audience and I'm telling them things about themselves and their pin code and passcode and the something that they have done 30 years ago, and or if I would want to connect with somebody that doesn't exist anymore and we could kind of have them talk to each other and other things that I do. But of course, if somebody comes to me and say there is a Formula One activity happening, would you want to be part of it? What can you do? Can we appear a car? Can we disappear a car? Can we do anything else? We are always there to provide a quality show for them, regardless of what they are asking for.
Now you must have really, like, because you're the biggest magician in this region, you must have had a lot of hurdles come your way because it's such a big taboo.
Sure.
And how did you overcome them?
Well, before I went on TV, that was 13 years ago, 2010, I was disguising my identity, and that was the beginning of YouTube. So that was when YouTube was like only a few years old. I went on YouTube and I used to create videos calling myself Moein Illusions and not really my real name. And I used to dress up in a jeans and a t-shirt and a hat and speak in English, so people don't know really where I stand and who I am. So then one day, a friend of mine got me a TV appearance on a local TV in Dubai. So he goes, "Do you want to be on that TV?" I said, "Well, yeah, I don't mind." But then I was, okay, I'm going to go on TV, but then who am I going to be now? Am I going to be the person that is disguising his identity on YouTube, whose real name is nobody knows, or I'm gonna just go and be myself. So I remember my friend Muhammad, he's from Bahrain. They used to be really good friends then. I called him. I said, listen, I'm really stuck here. I don't know what to do. He goes, just be yourself. I think that's my opinion. And I listened to him. I went, and I was very, very, very worried because I didn't know how the society is going to react. I didn't know how the people that I know are going to react. I didn't know if my friends want to be my friends once they know that I really do magic on TV now. I didn't know what's going to come. To my surprise, I would say 70 to 80% supported and 20% had lots of people attacking. And well, days go by and months go by, and I kind of get used to the criticism. I was like, you can't call me anything now. I'm good. I'm just going to pursue my goal. I'm going to pursue my vision, and what other people's opinion is not going to really affect on what I'm going to do. And I did that. And I remember one day my sister comes to my mother's house, and I was there. She goes, people say you do black magic. You are vanishing Burj Khalifa. I said, well, I don't put colors on magic, but I've grown up with you. For years, we've been living in the same room. If I had some real powers, you would have known then. So I don't. I'm okay with coming out and telling you each and every trick, how they were done, and explain it to them. And I'm very happy that I'm living in this lovely country, because I was never, ever questioned with the tricks that I do. I mean, nobody came to me and said, can you explain this trick of yours? How did you read this person's mind? Or did you vanish Burj Khalifa? I was worried when I was doing all those tricks. So lots of attacks were coming on social media. But I had already built a good reputation of myself. And I was, anytime and every time I was going on TV in the beginning of my path, I was stating, whatever you're going to see right now of me performing, it is just tricks. They are just tricks. And nothing is real here. I don't have any powers. I don't deal with any supernatural powers. I don't have any connection with any ghosts or any Satan. It's just me, and I just perform tricks. And then I show them the best tricks that they could ever see. And the path was not easy, but I was committed. So after 5 years of me being on TV, 2015, I decided I want to give back. I want to teach now. So I decided I'm going to launch my product lines. So I have got lots of products in the market in the GCC that I teach magic to the kids.
Fantastic.
And of course, I collaborate with places like Make-A-Wish to give lots of kids also these magic boxes of mine for them to learn some of the magic and enjoy, and entertain their family members or their friends.
Amazing.
That's really impressive, isn't it?
You haven't given up. That's what I absolutely love about
and
that.
you're giving back.
Giving back, and
nice.
You're very honest.
What's your typical day?
Well, lots of people don't know, other than me being a magician, I am a full-fledged employee also. So today is a day off of my work. So my manager, if you're watching this, I've already taken my leave from you. You've approved yesterday, so thank you very much. Yeah. But I go to work, and I work from 9 to 5. I'm a banker and Citibank. Maybe that's the reason my English is not really bad. So, and I do that. Then I'm busy. I mean, maybe the work-life balance doesn't apply to me here, but then after 5, I'm either having shows, or I'm having media appearances, or I'm having something that's happening, or creating new magic, and I'm sitting and thinking of what I'm going to do next. I've got a lovely team, Rachel being there. She makes sure that my schedule is fully busy, and we've been busy since 13 years.
And you're a father as well?
Yes, of 2.
Wow.
So
congratulations.
Their name Leonardo and Noah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Didn't please my mother to name them that, but then Leonardo and Noah was not an typical Arabic name, but the names that I loved. So yeah. So I'm hoping one of them will say, "Daddy, I want to also become or learn some magic." So if they do, I'm there to support them. If not, then of course I'm going to support
Say
whatever.
they're going to be little magicians.
I'm
Yes,
sure it's not
yeah.
boring in your household. I'm sure there's always some magic tricks that
Well,
you're
I try
doing.
and show them, and they know they're happy to learn. But then they're so tiny. One of them is 4, and the other one is 2. So
Okay.
still need to give them a few years for them to then decide if they want to learn some more magic. Then we can, of course,
It's
teach them some
exciting.
more.
And one question we ask all our guests is, if you were to give yourself your younger self advice, what would it be?
I think never give up is a statement that works, whoever you are. I mean, I think I did not give up. Also, although I think the reason when my grandfather showed that trick, and I went and I wanted more coins to be appearing, I was looking for something that could make me happy, something that could achieve for me what I wanted to achieve. And I think there is nothing bigger than a passion. If you find your passion, I think, in life, you're blessed. Because lots of people don't. Lots of people, like 80% of people, I think, they don't have any passion. They are just stuck with the routine. They don't know what they want to do. I mean, it's lovely for you guys that you guys have come up with this podcast. So that's maybe one of the passions you guys have. Mm-hmm. But I think I encourage people to find what the passion is, because then you're not going to waste your life really not trying to pursue that passion or making something out of it. So I never gave up, although with all these attacks that I had, all these people saying that I'm never going to make it. I mean, my father was the person that said, you know what are you doing? My sister comes to me, goes, you know what, this is not allowed. The whole society was not really in favor of what I want to become or do. And I said, well, I'm continuing, going forward, pushing forward, and we are working on some interesting projects for the future. I think we might have another podcast probably when those are going to come out. We are talking with some production companies in USA for a TV series there. We are talking to some with NBC again for a TV series here. So lots of nice projects are coming up. And before we say bye to the audience, I'm going to perform 1 or 2 magic tricks.
Okay,
I think,
amazing.
yes?
Yes, please.
Yes. So I'm going to stand up. So I could.
And we say, would you
yes,
like?
yes,
Okay.
Yes, please. Yes.
Right, I'm just going to move this.
So what I'd like.
Before we do your magic
yes.
and wrap up, I just want to ask for our listeners, how can they find you? Your contact information, Instagram.
Sure. So my name is Moein Bastaki, and I'm sure that it's not a really easy name for people to remember. So I'm going to pronounce my name. It's MoeinAlbastaki. I hope I didn't miss any letter of the word, but that's my name. And if you just punch that anywhere on any social media platform, you will find me, my website, and you will see what I'm doing and where I'm going to be next. And
we'll also include you in our socials so you can always tune into ours, _pod_XB, and we'll be able to share everything. But before we finish up, let's see some more magic.
What I'd like you to close your eyes if you don't mind.
Okay, Annie's closing her eyes.
Okay, so don't open your eyes until I tell you.
Okay.
When
I
is
find this
standing up.
such a struggle. Oh God. Okay. Tapping me.
Okay. Do you want me to close my eyes as well?
You can have your eyes open.
Okay.
Did you feel me tap you?
Yeah, on the left.
Okay. Can you tell me?
My eyes are still closed.
How many times you felt the tap?
I think twice.
Okay. Can you tell me where you felt the tap?
On my left shoulder.
Left shoulder. Again. You felt me tap you, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, how many times you say it?
Twice.
Okay. Can you just put your finger on the area you felt the tap?
So it's like
There,
behind
yes.
my shoulder, on my
Okay.
left.
Can you open your eyes, please? Can you tell me
Right.
what happened?
Okay, so everywhere
Yeah.
you felt he was touching on me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was I near her at any time?
Absolutely not.
So you never touched me?
No.
Oh my
When
God. It was literally like you were behind my left shoulder tapping me.
He was behind me the whole time,
No.
and then he was tapping me on the shoulder and even on the hands.
And then I showed you where it was.
and I was keeping an eye on your eyes. I was like, no
Stop.
thinking.
Oh my God, yeah, I didn't.
No.
Wow. Honestly, you touched my shoulder.
I didn't. It wasn't near.
No, he did not move.
You did it. I felt it. It's horrible.
So
You two have a connection.
what I'd like you to do, I'd like you
Yes.
to hold, just hold this bottle from the.
So it's a bottle
Yes.
of
You
an
would like
empty
it like
bottle
this?
of
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
From here.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's an empty bottle of Coca-Cola. She's holding it from
what
the
I'd
top.
like you to do,
She's
I'd
dangling
like
it
you to
over
think
the
of
tin
I
foil.
want you to go back in your memory, and I want you to think of a situation that doesn't really make you happy. Maybe you were driving to the place, and somebody turned on you, and you were, oh, I'm just upset
Yeah.
with this person. Whatever the situation is, you have one in the head. Yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I want you to shake the bottle right and left, and I want you to think of that. Just shake it faster. Shake it
Please don't
faster.
drop it.
Yes. So you're thinking of that, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, think more. I mean, think of the details of that. I'm not near you.
Oh, I can hear something in there.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Am I shaking it? Okay.
You're shaking, right? Okay. So I'm going to give you that also.
Okay, now I'm
and
holding
I want
the
you to hold
Coke.
it from there, and I want you
Okay.
to think of that negative energy. Just shake,
Okay.
shake. Yeah.
So I'm thinking of her. Oh my God, it's gone.
Yeah. Shake more. Think of that. Do you have that in mind? Yes? You have
Yeah.
that in mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not ringing anymore.
Yes, that
It's not tapping.
ring went away. Thank you.
So Holly just held a Coke bottle and shook it because she was thinking of negative energy. We could hear it ringing.
Yeah.
And then I basically took the same bottle and it
Shook my negative energy.
shook your negative energy away from me.
So I'm just
Okay.
rolling with some more of what we could do with each other here. And I'm going to do this one.
We've got some playing cards.
So,
Can I move this?
yes,
That's
of
okay.
course.
So it doesn't block. Okay.
So what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to pick one of these cards.
Absolutely.
So Holly's picking a card.
Yeah?
Okay.
So I'd like you to show...
Annie,
Yeah.
show me, Holly. Okay.
And the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
You showed the camera? Showed me? I can
did.
see it. I can see them also. No
Okay,
problem.
sorry.
So I'm going to stand for this one.
Okay.
This is your card, yes?
Yes, it is.
So you could have picked any card. You could pick this one. Yeah?
So he's just trying to work out what card
So
she's
what-
picked.
We will do is this. Just the camera can take this one. You know your card. I've just mixed them to the middle of the pack.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, the card's just moved.
So this is your card.
Yeah.
Yes, you can take it.
Yeah, that's her card. How did you make the cards move? Oh my God.
Didn't do nothing.
Oh my God.
Just
It's magic.
He's now got his hands
magic.
over the card. No. Oh my God, his cards have just gone from the table into his hand. Wow. And that's incredible.
Spooky. Spooky.
I've never seen something before move in front of my eyes like that.
That's what happened when the popcorn corn came out of his eye. It was
like, for anyone British, it was like the Matilda film. You know, where she makes things move. It was just like that. Wow.
incredible. Incredible.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Moein. That has been
We were
one
very
of our
blessed.
favourite
Yes.
episodes.
You guys are so sweet.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you. And for our listeners, as we said, we will tag Moein's social media. You'll be able to see all of our episode on YouTube and through our social media. And happy National Day to those that are listening. And yeah, stay tuned for our next episode.
Stay tuned.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. So it's because we're releasing it in National.
Yeah.
You must have been like, it's not National Day.
I've done lots of
Ladies, you've been here
I know
10
it's
years,
Saudi's
you know?
National Day. I know what's happening. Okay, it's Saudi's National Day. So let's do something.
Thank you
we're
so
just
much.
Gonna have some more fun, yes?
Okay, I love it. I'm going to move this out of the way.
Are we okay, Moein, with time?
Yeah?
I will pop out of the room in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Can I
want
film?
you to have, yes, of course. Have your finger like that.
Yes.
This finger.
This finger, sorry.
Yes. What that finger? Yes, that finger makes sense.
Okay.
I want you to take your hand and put it on your heart.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want you to straighten this. Thank you. I'm gonna have this here.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So once I touch my heart, see what's gonna happen. Okay.
What happened?
What happened? What did you feel?
I felt your heart.
My heartbeat.
I
Yes.
felt your heartbeat.
Oh my god! I felt your heart.
Let's do this one more time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm shaking myself.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah, keep filming, keep filming this.
Okay, okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
We're having a moment.
so
Okay.
it sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. But once I touch my heart, yeah.
Yeah.
So I take it off, nothing happens. If I put it back, yeah.
Wow.
I feel his heartbeat.
That is incredible. Oh, thank you, Moein.
Oh my goodness,
It's been
that was
such a
lovely.
pleasure.
That
Thank
was lovely.
you.
Okay, you have your iPhone with you. I'm not gonna let you guys go. We're gonna just have some more fun.
We're just warming up. Okay, I've got my iPhone. Let me